First of all, I'm just sitting here in this good lighting, in this good background, because I have peace and quiet in this house for the moment until my people get back home. So, what are we going to talk about? What do you want to talk about? What's happening in the world? What's going on in your world, people?
Let me tell you what's been going on in my world. Recently, I had a death in my family. My grandmother passed away on June 28th, and I have been grieving and mourning over, her death, like a normal person would. Um, but what happened in the midst of that? The enemy, he snuck in. He snuck in real good. He snuck in through my mourning to get me to kind of just shut down and go back into habits of depression and just binging on food and alcoholism and all this other stuff that it was making me dark again. It was literally dimming my light. And I'm not saying that it is bad to mourn, but you have to grieve with God. And I wasn't grieving with God. I had gotten to a point where I had a schedule and my life was on track. I was pumping out content for Instagram and I was pumping out content for my app and I was doing all these things and I was being productive. If anybody knows me, I have a problem with being productive versus being busy. I'm a busybody and I'm somebody who usually doesn't get anything done because I have my hand in like 1,000 pots to where I just drop all the pots and be like, I'm not doing any of this anymore. So I had gotten on a schedule with everything that I was doing and I was doing really good. I was keeping up. I was being productive and I wasn't being a busybody. But then my nana passed. And then it's just like all of that went out of the window. And the enemy will creep in at any given moment. He doesn't care what you're going through. He doesn't care if you lost somebody. He doesn't care if you lost your job. He don't care. He's going to find any way for him to get in. And whenever he tries to get in, he's going to harp on those emotions that you thought you were healed from, but there's still more to the healing process. And my mentor, she kind of reeled me back in. She was like, honey, I see something on you and it's not good. And I had to sit down and I had to have a conversation with her, and it had to snap me back into reality that although I am mourning, I still have a life to live. Although I am mourning, I still have duties and responsibilities to keep up with. Although I am mourning, I will have time to cry. I will have time to weep. I will have time to mourn. But God is gracious and God is with me to where I can be strengthened in Him and I can have His joy even in the midst of mourning, to keep going and to do the things that He's called me to do. Just because you're mourning, life doesn't stop. You have to keep going. So I want to encourage you guys, no matter what's come your way, no matter what's happened, whether it be physical loss of a person or a job, or whether you just may be going through emotionally, whether you may be battling depression, just know that God is with you. He has never left you. He's never left your side. And there are things that you have to get done for Him no matter what's going on. I know that it is hard. I know that's not something easy to go through and battle through. It's literally like fighting through concrete, but there are things that we have to get done. And if we mourn in God and if we battle with God, or in God, not with God, if we battle in God and if we literally let Him fight for us, we can still do all the things that we are called to do for Him, although we are going through. So I just want to encourage you, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're going through, just know that God is with you and God will give you the strategy. He will give you the time to rest in this. He will give you the time to weep in this. He will give you the time to rejoice in this. He will give you the time to praise and worship in this. But in all your ways, seek God. Seek God. Don't fall off of track. Don't allow the enemy to come in and throw you off course. Even though you're going through, you're still held accountable for all the things that you're supposed to do for God. So seek Him. I am begging you, I implore you to seek Him in your deepest valley. So, you guys, just be encouraged. It is okay to keep going. It is okay to keep fighting. It is okay to cry. It is okay to pause. It is okay to inch towards your goals as long as you are doing something. And as long as you are doing it in the strength of God, you are still getting things done little by little. Take your time in this season of your life. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself grace because God has given you grace. Forgive yourself because God has forgiven you. And if you've fallen off like I did, get somebody to talk, basically to talk some sense into you. Get somebody there that can see, hey, something's going on and I need you to pick yourself back up. I know you're going through, but you can do this. And if I can be that person for you right now, pick yourself back up. You can do this. You have a work to finish. You have a work to do. God is with you. Never, ever, ever forget that. And know that there will be times for you to do everything. Cry, mourn, rejoice. Whatever it is, you will have that time. Take your time. Don't rush it. Stop trying to rush the process of you getting somewhere or being seen. Let God do the work in you. I know it hurts. Oh, I know it hurts. But the work is necessary for where we're going. Be encouraged. I love you. Thank you for watching. I truly, truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you that watches my video, has my app, visits my website, on my Instagram, watches my stories, whatever it is. I truly am grateful for you. I love you guys so much. Bye.